So recently, Vexed made a video about I show how much money I make on YouTube, and it's $24,000. And this was up on the Reddit somewhere, and I just found this so weird. He made this video in response to a video that Joey made, which he kind of doesn't talk about it correctly, and PewDiePie made a video about this, and several other YouTubers have made videos about how much money YouTubers make. And here's the fact of the matter about it when it comes to how much money YouTube videos make, YouTubers make, and if you can have an argument against this, I really would like you to bring that argument to me, because I would love to try to argue that with you. And arguing is not a bad thing. We're trying to decide our differences through an argumentation. But yeah, bring that argument to me. I would love to try to either understand your side or influence you to mine. And the fact of the matter is about YouTubers making money is that it does not matter or affect you at all. Therefore, you have no need to know. And if you want to know out of curiosity, tough shit. That's their personal life. That's their personal business. That's their privacy that they do not have to disclose to you. It doesn't matter if you're watching the advertisements or donating to them or subscribing to them. That's kind of like part of the deal you sign with it. You don't get to know how much money they make unless they want to voluntarily divulge that information. There's no argument here about it. There's no point of your side that wins of yes, I should know how much they make. It's privacy, straight up just normal privacy. Now, there have been cases in the past where people were being scumbags and trying to scam their audiences. And you know what I'll say about that is, in general, YouTubers and Twitch streamers, we want to keep the riffraff like that out, and we want you to point those people out that are scamming their communities or other people, because it's something. And here's the other thing that I want to point out: I don't make money on YouTube, okay? I think I made like 21 bucks last month, and when it's that little of amount of money, it's not something I'm living off of, so I'm going to tell you about it. But if I was making more money on YouTube, I would want to keep that personal, because that's how much I make. That's my daily life income. I don't want you to know how much money I have for a lot of reasons. Financial, privacy, security, there's too many to go on about. So me standing here and saying, listen, we don't need to know, because I'm not one of those YouTubers that makes a bunch of money. I'm just not. We don't need to know how much money YouTubers make. We don't. We just don't. And I come from the side of having done a lot of the work that YouTubers have to do, doing editing, creating thumbnails, knowing how to render videos properly, making sure you speak in a correct tone that gives your voice rhythm, which I'm still not very good at, by the way, that sounds alluring to people. How to be entertaining, because if you're not naturally an entertaining person, or you're not naturally good at a game, people don't give a shit about you. They want entertainment, or they want to see some dope-ass plays. I just said dope. And that's coming from the gaming side of YouTube. For other sides of YouTube, you're either very good at the makeup you do, or the video editing that you do, or the art that you create, or you're entertaining at whatever else you do, or you're giving information that we otherwise would not have known. We're offering something you can't do. And people say, well, what about these 14 and 15-year-olds that make YouTube videos? Well, you know, why can they do it? Watch a 14 or 15-year-old YouTube's channel, and go watch somebody like aka Mike B, who puts a lot of quality control into what he creates, who spends a lot of time and effort editing his voiceovers, editing the shots in general, making sure the videos have flow to them. See if you get that from a 15-year-old, or do you just get, hey guys, welcome to my channel, there's my YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, this is how you do the thing, bye. Do you want highly edited, quality controlled content that looks good, sounds good, and is appealing to you on an aesthetic level? Or do you just want face first, ass in mouth content that's just blah, 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 blah. It's the design between the two that makes the difference. And it's what they practice at, it's what they become good at, it's what they do for a living that makes it interesting. And it's a bit of the unwritten rule. If you go back and you look in history, we've always had jesters, comedians, jokers, tricksters, people that do something that entertains you, amazes you, mystifies you, or informs you for a penny. It's always been that way. That's how capitalism works. So to give the whole, oh, they shouldn't be paid for that, well, I shouldn't pay you for having to work at the factory you work at, or to work at McDonald's, or wherever you work at, or you shouldn't have to pay colleges anything to teach you new information. The government paying's a different thing. The college is still getting paid, is the point of that, and it tends to come out of your taxes. So you're still paying in one essence, but somebody always has to pay for something. That's how the world works. In less than like 100 years, we have a universal basic income, which Elon Musk thinks we do, or will. And he's a pretty smart guy, and I kind of hope we do at one point, because it'll let people do whatever they want. But there's all the difficult things that YouTubers actually have to do, and I speak from experience of doing these things, such as learning how to edit. Are you going to edit with Adobe Premiere, or Adobe Premiere, or Sony Vegas? And which one are you going to choose? How expensive is that software? Because if you're stealing it, that's illegal, and if you get caught, you go to jail, by the way. Do you know how to build a computer, and what kind of computer specs do you need to run the games and render the videos properly, and how much storage space do you need? Do you need a different kind of keyboard or mouse versus sensitivities for playing these games to do the things? How many monitors do you need? What kind of audio setup do you need? Do you need a virtual or real EQ and compressor, or do you want to have a real one instead of a virtual one? Can your processor handle a virtual one? Can it take up that extra bandwidth on your processor without compromising the frame rate on your games or rendering quality or things like that? Or do you want a physical one, which is much more expensive and can be much more complicated and takes up a lot more space? How are your editing skills? Do you have the editing skills of Batman vs Superman, where the whole movie looks like it was edited with an axe? Or do you have the editing skills of a fine-tuned razor that can shave a man clean? How's your voiceovers? Do you have good voiceovers? Do you sound clear and concise with quality? Do you have a good mic quality? Can you speak in rhythms that are alluring to people so that they want to listen to your voice? Do you have an attractive voice? Can you lower your voice to make it attractive? Are you an entertaining person? If you're not an entertaining person, how do you become an entertaining person? What kind of entertaining person are you? Are you an informative person? Are you a funny person? Are you an excited person? Are you an action kind of person? Or are you good at a game? Are you not good at a game? Do you want to become good at a game because you're not very good at being entertaining? All those different kinds of things go into the process of making YouTube videos, regardless of where they come from. Are you good at art? Can you do thumbnails? Can you do art for your channel? Or how about custom logos or PNGs? If you're not, can you become good at art? Can you teach yourself? Do you know how to make a website? If you don't know how to make a website, would you like to make a website that links all of your social media and your YouTube and your Twitch and your Facebook and all that together? And if you can't, do you want to learn how? Do you have a Twitter, a Facebook, a YouTube, a Twitch? Do you manage them on a daily basis? What about LinkedIn if you want for business inquiries? What about hitting up developers for early accesses to games so you can get the information to your audience to know whether the game is worth it or not for them? And that's the other big point of this, especially for product reviews on YouTube. We are getting a product and we are telling you in a 5 to 10 to 20 minute video if this product is worth your time or not. You work and you can maybe only afford 2 or 3 games a month. Whatever it is that you can afford, that's none of my business. I would like to make sure you get something I think that you'll enjoy it when you buy it, that you will think you spent your $60 well worth it. And if you're in high school or middle school or elementary school and all your parents buy things for you, you don't have an understanding, a quantification of the real world of what it means to earn money and to have money taken away from you without your own input on it, because you have to pay or people take things away from you. That's how the world works. And to comment back on Vexed video, I don't know Vex personally. I've never actually watched any of his videos. This popped up in my feed on Reddit at one point. What I want to say about his videos is this. When he shows those numbers to you, he does mention that YouTube takes a part of it, Google rather, but if he's partnered with an IMC, the IMC also takes part of it as well. So he's getting substantially less money than what he's actually showing you. He's maybe getting half, maybe. That's on the high side. The low side, he's probably getting about 2/5 of the money you're actually seeing on screen. And in total, that's not a lot of money. It's really not, because it said 26,000 from the month of June to November. June to November is a 6-month period, which is half a year, and he only made $26,000. So if you cut that in about half, he's making $13,000, and if you double that for what he makes in a year, he's making about $26,000, which is just above the poverty line. That's not a lot of money. That's why we supplement that income with ads, with reviews, with paid product placement, which we tell you about because we legally have to tell you, and we will always make sure we tell you that this is a paid product, with sponsored deals, with affiliate links and accounts. That's why we try to supplement that income, so we can A, hire an editor, which expedites the process of us getting information out to you, B, hire an artist so our channel looks nice for you. Because here's the question you have to ask yourself: what do I get out of hiring an artist? What do I get out of hiring an editor? I have to pay them and I pump out videos faster, which means I can probably make some more money off some ad revenue, but in total, I'm getting information out to you faster. What do I get out of hiring an artist? My channel looks nicer for you. It's more aesthetically pleasing to your eyes. It's something you want to come back to entertain you. Out of all of it, you know, I make such a small amount of money on YouTube, but let's say I started making $1 million a year on YouTube tomorrow. My whole point in doing it would still be to entertain you. Because it's what I like doing. Because I'm still sitting here making videos entertaining you and no one's paying me jack shit currently. So for those of you showing how much money you make on YouTube, that's great. The biggest dick competition is over. Stop your PR stunts to get views. The fact of the matter is, how much money we make does not matter to you. The only thing that matters is the entertainment we bring you.